These are not ends. We are not ended. For your crew, for your people, for this new home, we must face all doubt. We must break the strong who would destroy us and overcome the impossible. We must fight against any and all. We must, we will, for we are Romulon!
The youngest of our kind rely on stories to know what our people were like before. Strong, secretive, warlike. We were feared. We were powerful. Then, everything changed. 22 years ago, the star of the Hobus system went supernova. The resulting explosion traveled through subspace to hit Romulus and Remus, our homeworlds. No one could have predicted that would happen, and no one could have stopped it. Millions died. Those who survived were scattered across dozens of worlds. One day we were citizens of one of the greatest powers of the galaxy, and the next, we were just trying to survive. Every day was a struggle if you weren't part of the militant and oppressive Tal Shiar, or ruling everything from on high like Empress Sela. For ordinary Romulans, military victories don't mean much when you're hungry. Life goes on. The Klingons and Starfleet are at one another's throats. The battles light years away don't affect us much. The Tal Shiar are the more immediate threat. They're rebuilding the Empire by force, and pressing anyone they think can help into service. But even they don't seem to know we're here. We've put down roots and found friends. Today we'll celebrate what we've created. With hard work and some good fortune, true Romulans will once again rise to be a power in the galaxy. The first step on that path begins here. There you are. The security chief was looking for you earlier. She said there's trouble at the vineyard. Avrak's been filing reports all night about Kellids chewing at the vines. He's really worked up. Something must have annoyed them. It's not typical Kellid behavior. With the big celebration tonight, I think everyone's a little overexcited. Even the bugs. You should listen to one of Avrak's messages before you head out there.
Interactable items have a glow around them. Walk up and press the X button to interact with the console.
Please tell me you'll help me. Kellids are in the vineyard chewing through the irrigation pipes, and everyone says they're too busy getting ready for the big party to come and do something about it. There won't be any party if everyone's knee-deep in water by nightfall. Get over here and help me fix this.
Kellids are chewing up the vineyard. You should probably grab a pistol, just in case. I'd join you.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your objective. Press and hold the left stick while moving.
Hey there. Ready for the big festival? Working hard? Or maybe you have time to listen to a story or two? Averick, you're in for a fun day.
Finally? Which message do you... never mind that. It's chaos here. I need some help. Normally we collect nectar from the local Keladin cities. Something's driven them into a frenzy. They're chewing on our irrigation system. And flooding the vineyard. Excellent. The broken pipes are obvious. They're the ones spraying water. Flooding has stopped, but if those Kelids come back, they'll just break the pipes again. Something's making the insects go crazy. With bugs this size, that's a real problem. And Navala might be able to help. She's goofing off again. She knows all about Kelids. She's normally down by the greenhouse this time of day. Tell her to stop being lazy and keep these critters contained.
Good idea. Talk to Navala.
I bet she's just lounging around right now, not even thinking about all the damage being done to my vineyard. No one around here wants to put in a good day's work. Well, except for you.
Just in time. Did you talk with Averick? He said that I'm what? Lazy? That I've been... Ugh! He's just trying to make me look bad so he can get a promotion. Oh, that's so old-fashioned. Let me tell you what's actually happening. The Kelids are going crazy. I've been working all day to keep them out of the residential areas. This aggressive behavior is new, and we need to figure out what's causing it. That means gathering samples from some of these creatures.
Items. An item is dropped for you. Move near the item and it will be automatically added to your inventory.
This metal has some kind of fungus growing on it that's similar to the spores we found on some of the Kelid carapaces. It might explain their behavior, but how are they getting infected in the first place? Also, the flying Kelids have never come out of the cavern before. This is so strange. You're right. The source of the infection could be somewhere inside the cavern. Head over there and see if you can find out what's aggravating the nest. And be careful. strange machine and some weird drone things? That is troubling. Someone's been in there. We'll have to let the Maori know about this. It's good you disabled the device, though. Maybe now the Kellids will calm down. I took a look at those biological samples while you were gone, but I can't do much more than a basic tricorder scan. It's just not my area. DeVex might be able to help. He was an engineer in the Romulan military before the homeworld was destroyed. Now he's helping us with our water supply and anything else that takes more specialized knowledge. You should talk to him.
What do you need with an old space hound like me? I have an idea of what this might be. Maybe. I saw something like this once before, when I was out beyond the Eridon Belt. We responded to a distress call from a mining outpost. When we got there, all the people were just gone, vanished without a trace. The only things we found were a strange beacon and some odd spore samples. These look very similar. Of course. Go forth and analyze. My equipment is all yours to use.
Some missions in Star Trek Online will change based on your career track. Engineering, science, or tactical.
I've only seen fungal biotech like this once before. Remember that mining station that I mentioned? Before we arrived, they reported several disappearances. Some thought it was paranoia, but we had reports that said intruders would beam in right through the colony's magnetic shield, right into someone's quarters, sedate them, and then vanish without a trace. We didn't know what to believe. But I don't think those miners were paranoid. Something did happen to them. And it could happen again. That's what my commander believed. We found a beacon with almost the same configuration as the one you found. We weren't able to get much from it before we shut it down. But the one thing we learned is that the beacon was made by a race that called themselves the Elachi. We stayed in orbit for a few days, but the Elachi never came back. That's good news for us, seeing that you disabled the beacon you found in the caverns. That's right. He's the man in charge, so he needs to know. I'd be surprised if he doesn't want to send someone down there to analyze that beacon. Could be these Elachi were interested in our colony for some reason. Lucky for us, you were there to put a stop to whatever they were trying to do.
Jolan True. I heard Avrak yelling all the way over here. I'm sorry you had to deal with his problems on our day of celebration. That does sound very mysterious. However, you seem to have taken care of the immediate problem, disabling. I'll assign some engineers to examine the device.
Hold the X button to bring up your Captain Commands menu and contact Tolan Cab.
done for the day? I'm just finishing up too. I'm going to head back to the restaurant. Meet me for a drink when you're done. Hey there. Long day? I can't believe how far this colony has come. Just look at how much we can accomplish without being ruled by the Tal Shiar. Word is someone named Atan is trying to fight them, but me, I'm content with what we have here. Let's go enjoy the festival.
Friends and neighbors, welcome to the tapping. The Kellid nectar has been harvested, the ale is brewed, and we can finally taste the fruits of our labors. And like this fine vintage, our colony has taken time and effort to develop. Since the loss of the homeworld 22 years ago, we have known fear, hunger, and pain. We have struggled. We have overcome every difficulty. We have mourned those who are no longer with us, and we have welcomed new friends into our home. And now we celebrate. The trials are behind us. Virinat is prosperous and growing. We will face new challenges in the future, but we will face them together.
Get the shuttles ready. You should find Navala and Vorian to help organize the militia. Get as many civilians to safety as you can. After that, we stop whoever or whatever is attacking our home. For evacuation. I don't... It's the Tal Shiar. We need to call for help.
Press the triangle button to switch between your two equipped weapons.
They just keep coming! Get a battery from the marketplace. We need to send out a distress signal. Making damage detected.
Enemy
Get to the shipyard. We're getting out of here. The shuttle is ready, and I got as many people aboard as we'll fit.
Congratulations, citizen.
This is Shuttle 5. We're taking heavy... Shuttle 10 coming in. We're jamming their sensors. When they get us, they'll think you were caught in the swamp.
They're not attacking. The Vex showed me how to fly his warbird. We're almost there. Navigation is online, but we need some components to get our weapons and warp drive operating.
Press up to increase your ship's speed. Press down to decrease your ship's speed.
This'll do nicely. We just need a little more salvage.
Use the left stick to pitch downward or upward, as well as to turn left or right.
Weapons are online. Let's test them out at some...
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy to attack it.
Scrap neutronium. We can use that to reinforce the hull of this old warbird.
An item has dropped for you. Move towards the item to automatically loot it.
Three more of these should get this hull good to go. Good shot. The Vex would be happy to see this old warbird get some use. I think it's safe to say weapons are fully online. time to take out the Tal Shiar satellites dead ahead.
Use your plasma beam to weaken shielded targets.
Great. All systems are go and full impulse is back online. The distress signal is close. Searching. There! We have to help them!
Hold the up button to activate and deactivate full impulse.
Turn off full impulse. There's a Tal Shiar drone dead ahead. I'm back on the bridge, and I figured out how I can improve our torpedoes. Just give me the order, and I'll get started.
Press the circle button to activate high-yield torpedo. High-yield torpedo will increase the power of your next torpedo attack.
Thank the elements. I thought we were done for.
What do you need to know? I think it's safe to say we're a fully operational ship. I'm getting an alert. There's another distress signal coming in from one of the colony's shuttles. We can do a short-range warp jump to get to them. Do you want to go now, or stay here to wipe out any other incoming drones? They look like they'll be coming in. There aren't any colonists here. Just this strange ship. I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's gigantic. And they've done something to the ship. Nothing is responding. I can't even warp us out of here. I think I might... We're getting a reply. They seem... I'm picking up another ship. This one is Tal Shiar.
So the Alachi were right. A handful Romulan refugees managed to escape. When will you colonists learn that no matter how far you run, you cannot escape your obligations? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Colonel Hakiv of the Tal Shiar. On behalf of the Romulan Star Empire, I hereby lay claim to this colony and all of its inhabitants. Surrender now, and I will ensure that you serve us in the way you are most suited. Fire weapons at will!
This is Tamer of the Romulan Republic. Tal Shiar vessel, stand down immediately.
Tamer! How fortunate! I can destroy both of you! Has managed to sting me. You think you won? This is not the end. Even now, more of my ships are on their way. And the next time, you won't have anyone.
I am Tamer, commander of the Romulan Republic. We picked up your distress signal while on a mission in a nearby system. I would say we arrived just in time given your ship's condition. Who are you? And what happened here?
I am truly sorry. This is not the first time I've heard a story like this, and I fear it will not be the last. And these Ilachi creatures, they are troubling. We need to know more about them and why they're working with a snake like Hakiv. As I said, I'm with the Romulan Republic. You may have heard of us. We are not the terrorists the Tal Shiar make us out to be. With our leader, Datan, we are working to gather survivors of the destruction and fight the tyranny of the Tal Shiar. We have a flotilla nearby. If you're interested, we would welcome you and your friends to join us there. I appreciate your willingness to do what's right. I'm transmitting the coordinates of our flotilla to your ship now. When you arrive, we can repair your vessel and work out our next move. Thank you again.
I don't know how I feel about this, but I guess siding with Tamer is better than risking death on our own.
Greetings. I am Sub-Commander Nadell, assistant to Commander Tamer. Please follow me to the Commander's quarters. There is much to discuss. Commander, our guests have arrived.
Excellent. I'll get them up to speed. There is much to do.
I'll be glad to show one of you around, while the other stays and talks with Tamer.
I'll take the tour, and then meet you back on the ship when you're ready.
Greetings. I hope all is going well with you.
Good to see you and Tovankev made it to the flotilla of the new Romulan Republic. To be brief, we are a group that was founded by Datan to combat the tyranny of Empress Sela and her Tal Shiar. Our goal is to unify the shattered Romulan people under a new democracy instead of Sela's tyrannical rule. There is much to do, however. I can answer any questions you may have. What's next is that you receive our uniform and get a tour of the flotilla. After that, you'll receive your first assignment. Good. You should get yourself down to Lieutenant Delatham. You can get a uniform from him if you want to change out of those civilian clothes.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
objectives are. An arrow will appear on the minimap if you are far away from your objective.
Hello again. Now that you're settling in, I wanted to speak with you about what our overall goals will be. First and foremost, we are looking for a new planet to call home. Tamer and his crew are handling that search. While the search continues, I am working on any possible alliances that we can make with the Federation and the Klingon Empire. We will need allies if we are to proceed. Your task will be the protection and recovery of other Romulans spread throughout this sector. We're finding more by the day, Some have already joined us, but others do not believe in our cause. It will be up to you and your crew to protect these colonies from the Tal Shiar and to recruit anyone willing to assist us. Do you have any questions? If not, I would suggest you return to your ship. Tamer will have his orders ready for you.
Sounds like we've got our orders. If you're ready, I can beam you back to the ship.
Most missions can be turned in remotely. Hold the X button to bring up your captain
All
command
set to go, I trust.
and select Turn
Congratulations,
In to report
Lieutenant.
to the contact and turn in the mission.
Greetings. I have new orders for you. If we're going to have a chance at breaking away from Sealand and Tal Shiar, we need allies. There are a lot of little settlements like yours out there. We're in contact with some of them, but we're always reaching out to try to make new alliances. I've heard that a group of Romulans has taken up residence in a Suliban helix in the Beta Quadrant. I'd like you to visit them. Feel them out, help them if you can. But greetings,
Click to
I have
order
new
your crew
orders.
to plot a course to your next mission.
This is so you can also view your ship.
We've arrived at the Helix, but we're not the only ship here.
To the person in command, be advised, you are in violation of Tal Shiar Security Order 63-R. Your vessel is operating in this area without authorization. Identify yourself immediately, or your actions will be considered hostile. The Tal Shiar has the authority to track down terrorists that threaten the Romulan Star Empire, no matter where they try to hide. And don't bother with deception. Our records indicate a warbird with your ship's designation was decommissioned years ago. We've already identified you. Stealing military property is a serious crime. Care to explain?
We plead for mercy. There are only civilians on the Helix. We don't have much more than we can scavenge from the cell ships. As we told the other Tal Shiar, there are no terrorists here. The Cabal are long gone. take whatever scrap you need, but please stop taking our people. The Helix originally had hundreds of connected cell ships that could support up to... We plead for mercy. Then why are you here? There are a few Romulan refugees hiding within the Helix. They said they needed temporary shelter and would be leaving soon. We meant no harm. How are we to know they are wanted terrorists? Please, your actions speak for your true goals. If you help us by repairing the Helix arm structures, then we'll help you get the refugees to your ship. But hurry. We're in jeopardy every moment you remain here. More Tal Shiar have entered the system. Please help us.
Romulan battle cloaking devices can be used in combat, but your weapon systems and shields are disabled.
One more to go. As soon as Delta is connected, we can negotiate a transfer. More Tal Shiar ships are entering the area. Now that the arms are restored, we've located the refugees. They are being moved to a centralized location so you can get a transporter lock. We've explained the situation to them, but a representative for the group is asking to speak with you.
Kayan informs me that we're being transported to your vessel. We realize that we can't stay on the Helix, but we have no intention of being forced into servitude. The Tal Shiar already destroyed our home. All we want is for you to leave us on an uninhabited world, or someplace we can hide. We've heard of Titan. We've also heard rumors that he's plotting a revolt against the Tal Shiar. Going to him sounds more dangerous than staying here. I know I'm out of options. That doesn't mean I have to like it. I don't know why the Tal Shiar are abducting our families, but we can't afford to lose anyone else. How about I make you a deal? You personally guarantee that my friends will be safe at Titan's fleet, and I'll work for you. I've served as a science officer on multiple civilian vessels. I can help you. I can't run anymore. If I need to fight the Tal Shiar to keep my friends safe, that's what I'll do. Rina Kev? No, I don't know anyone by that name.
All the refugees are aboard.
You are ordered to stand down. Your actions speak for themselves.
I recommend using our cloaking device to get close enough for a sneak attack.
Thank you for taking the refugees. Tell them we're sorry. We simply have no way to protect them. Hopefully they'll find refuge with your fleet. Our best hope now is to cooperate with the Tal Shiar and tell them that you have taken the refugees. We can't offer much, but I'll tell other Suliban that Titan's fleet is standing up to the Tal Shiar. I'm also sending you the contact for a friendly local trader in case you need salvage or have goods to sell. But please, keep our involvement discreet. And please go. Leave now before more Tal Shiar arrive.
Cayenne closed the channel. He's right. They'll be lucky if the Tal Shiar let them live. We should...
We'll give the refugees a good home here. They'll be safe. Greetings.
Congratulations,
You have a new captain power available
Many
in your
Remans
radio
settled
menu.
on Craterus after
Press
the
the
fallout
L2
from
button to
Shinzon's
show all your
rebellion.
powers.
While they were safe from
Use
the
the left
destruction
stick
of Greetings,
to navigate
I have
this
new...
radio menu. Press the L3 button to set your quick power and update the default captain power to use. Press the right trigger to activate a power directly from this radio menu. Reaching each milestone will unlock additional...
The Tal Shiar are approaching Craterus. The Decimus is too heavily...
Press the right bumper to fire torpedo.
Follow your attack vector and provide support fire.
Our help. You're losing structural integrity.
Thank you for your assistance. We're continuing emergency repairs, but most of our major systems are offline. The Tal Shiar sent detachments to the surface, and our colony is not responding to hails. With our how can you be so certain? It doesn't make sense. They've left us alone for years. What would they gain by destroying our home? We keep to ourselves, and we do not challenge the Tal Shiar.
With all due respect, we've seen this before. The Tal Shiar destroyed our colony on Virinat without warning. If we don't get your people off Craterus immediately, they'll be defenseless when the invasion force arrives.
Invasion force? We aren't in any position to begin an evacuation. The head of our fleet, Obisek, and most of our ships are on maneuvers out of the system. They can't possibly return in time. Until we re-establish communication with the colony, our priority must be to protect the people on the surface. Find Zidane. He will help you. Zidane is to the northwest, near a force field. If planetary communications are disabled, you'll need his help to bring...
Thank you, stranger. I don't understand. Commander Kai. Good. Follow me. We need to know more. It's clear that our colony is under attack. Why are the Tal Shiar doing this? Why attack Craterus? There's no reason for the Tal Shiar to attack Craterus. We've been an established colony for over 23 years. We were given permission to settle here by Donatra. Why would the Tal Shiar attack a colony of their own people?
So the rumors are true! I told you, Father. The Tal Shiar have declared war on our people. They're going to kill us!
It doesn't make any sense. We aren't a threat to the Tal Shiar. What do they have to gain? They can't do this without anyone noticing. Evacuate. We must inform the Council. Who is going to listen to my order to evacuate? Obasek isn't here. He left Kai in charge. Why doesn't he give the order to evacuate?
That explains a lot. When we couldn't reach anyone, Slamek said he was...
Without the transmitter, we'll have to start contacting colonists individually. The word will spread, but it will take some time. Obviously, something is going on, but I'm not the one to order an evacuation. The fleet or the Council should make that determination.
You'll need help. If you're going out to the transmitter, I'm going with you.
Varel, you should stay here. Let these people handle this. We don't know the whole story yet. We need more information. You need to know what the Tal Shiar want. Please stay...
Father, you can see what the Tal Shiar have done. These people need my help to get the transmitter working again. We'll take some weapons and armor before we leave. Don't...
We're gonna need a new plan.
Slamek! You're alive!
Varel, you found me before those things did. I tried to repair the transmitter, but it was pointless. As you can see, the controls are completely destroyed. But it looks like you found some new friends. Didn't you hear me? The controls are destroyed. The transmitter...
Slamek, you're not helping. What if we set up a bypass relay? If it works, we might be able to control the transmitter dish from Seden's shuttle, or even our secondary console at home.
It's possible, but I don't think it would work.
Slamek! Try to set up a bypass relay for the controls. If you can get it working, then we'll head back to my father and see if we can access the transmitter from there.
told you it probably wouldn't work.
We should go back to my father.
Look up! We gotta get out of here now!
What kind of ship is that?
We don't know. It attacked our colony on Viranet.
And now they're attacking here. We need to warn other colonies.
Believe it or not, that's what we're trying to do.
Able to I'm not gonna argue. Understood. Please.
Father, I should...
You'll be safer at it.
Tal Shiar does not control...
The Decimus has engaged the Tal Shiar and is forming a wedge so we can get the shuttles to the beacon. The shuttles will be...
We're in position and...
I'm making...
Don't worry.
greeting an unknown ship near the beacon. It appears to be a battleship. If it attacks, our ships will be completely outmatched. Are you able to... They're emitting some sort of pattern.
I'm noticing the same power level variations. The field is definitely...
Sending proton burst.
This is the den! Help! We're being boarded!
I've scanned the shuttles, sir. They've taken everyone! Everyone!
Logs show that a cruiser warped in during the fight with the battleship, stayed at long range, and then decloaked briefly. They warped away less than a minute later. Ugh, they must have taken the colonists from the shuttles while we were in combat.
We have to go after them. We need to track their trajectory and follow them. They could still be alive, and we can catch up if we hurry.
Nothing. There was too much interference from the battleship. I wish I had better news, but we have more pressing matters. The Decimus is hailing us, and we need to get out of this system while we still can.
We're aware of the situation, but we have set a course for the rendezvous point immediately. There are other Remans there who will need our protection. After we regroup, we will have time to fully understand what has happened here. Captain Moore, we appreciate the offer, but that isn't my call to make. I'll relay your offer to Ogasek and the rest of the fleet. But for now, I think it would be best if we go our separate ways. When we understand more about what the Tal Shiar are after, perhaps that will change. Thank you for your help. I know you tried your best.
I don't need anyone to...
I think we've done everything...
We will reach out to the Remans, but it will be difficult to get... Greetings.
Congratulations,
I have new orders for you.
Lieutenant.